Good evening, all. Hope everyone doing well. So today we will be discussing important topics for JEE. Okay, so there are plenty of topics for JEE. Every year they will be coming with not every year, but in certain years they will be coming with some miscellaneous topics. Okay, but we are not giving much importance to those miscellaneous topics. We have plans to give importance to commonly asked topics. So the commonly asked topics has been picked from the last 2-3 years question paper analysis. From the last 2-3 years, we just analyzed plenty of question papers and we come up with that idea of some topics, mainly 5 topics. So if you guys are good with these 5 topics, you will be getting complete marks. Okay, complete marks for non-verbal reasoning, you will be getting it. How I can say like this, because we just make a list of topics and we just analyze the upcoming question papers also. So there is nothing coming outside of this particular set of topics from the last 2 years. And if you observe the question paper of 2024, there also you can find that questions which is coming under the title, which we are going to discuss. Actually, we have plans to discuss 5 topics. That is most important 5 topics, which we are going to discuss right now. So on that 5 important topics, we will be discussing their subtopics also. Okay, main topic we'll be discussing and few subtopics also we will be discussing in a very detailed manner. So first I will show you what are those 5 topics. Okay, but the names of those 5 topics are not enough. We need to identify the types of questions which is coming as a subtype of that types. Okay, so I will take you to those slides. So over here, I just pointed that there are 5 major topics. And in that major topics listing, we need to go in deep. Okay, over here, you can find the first topic is types of views. From the beginning of JEE B.Arch, this particular topic is having a very, very good majority. Okay, even if we compare the majority of questions or the weightage of the questions in the 2024 JEE first paper, you can find question from types of views and mirror images were given much priority. Okay, more than 80% of the question paper is with these 2 topics. These 2 topics has been included. So every time, this topic will always remain as the major one. Okay, and from these topics, some of them will gain much importance, especially these shape formation questions and counting question. Okay, so usually types of views and counting questions and shape formation questions will be more in exam. If we compare the case of 2021 or 2022 or 2023, the scenario was like this: counting question and shape formation question. I will tell you what is shape formation questions. 2023, this was the trend. Okay, but this year there was a small change in the trend occurs, and the important topic or the majority of the questions were from these 2 topics in 2024. Okay, a small change in the trend has been what occurred. So earlier it was like this: counting, shape formation topics were asked. Okay, I think you guys can see my screen. Sorry, yeah, fine, you guys can see it. So the questions, we can look into detailed manner. What do you mean by types of views and what types of questions were coming from types of views? So it's a detailed topic. Actually, this topic is a very, very detailed one, or very large and elaborative topic it was, and it is. So I'm not getting into much deep into the topic because we'll be having separate videos for all these topics as well as their subtopics. Okay, because this counting topic is a very huge topic and plenty of techniques involved. Okay, plenty of techniques were involved in that topic. So we will be discussing that topic in a very detailed manner. Even shape formation, we will be discussing in a very detailed manner. So you can subscribe our channel and you will be getting notifications through that bell icon, because we are going to create separate playlist for these topics and their questions and everything. This set of classes are enough for non-verbal reasoning. Nothing more or nothing less are required. Okay, so this is what, based on the previous year questions, we had come up with these topics and these questions and these sessions. So this, consider this like a more than a strategic video. This will be an index for the upcoming sessions which is going to happen in this channel. So over here you can use this as an index for the a list of videos which we will be focusing in the upcoming days. So you will be getting a playlist in our you can check the playlist section later. After we are making 2-3 videos, we'll be putting all of them together in that playlist. So in this particular series, we had already launched one video on these mirror images and water images that you can find in our channel itself. So over here in types of views, there are questions commonly from top view. How it will look like from the top, front view, and left and right side views were asked. Okay, so this is the important type of question which is happening. And this top view, front view questions. A top view will be provided. You need to identify the front view. That type of questions also there. So usually, and in the majority of the cases, you will be provided with an isometric view. That means you are provided with a solid-like view. I will show you one example. So a solid-like view like this will be giving in your question paper. Okay, a view like this will be giving in your question paper. And from the options, you need to identify the view from the direction of that particular arrow. That is the what majority of the questions will be from that particular type. But in certain questions, you will be provided with the top view. And you need to identify front view from the top view. Okay, front view from the top view. Sometimes there will be a hexagon will be giving us a top view. And you need to identify its front view will be, most probably, it will be a rectangle having line through the center. So if a top view like this comes, then the front view will be possibly this one. You need to have an idea. For this, in this particular chapter, types of view, we will be learning a sheet. I usually call it as like a hack sheet. That means this sheet will be acting as a one-stop solution for all the view-related questions. We will be summarizing every top view, front view things in a single page. Okay, that one page is enough for learning this chapter. I'm not going into detail of that particular thing over here. Okay, you can find it in our YouTube channel. And we will be taking all these things in a very, very elaborate and detailed manner over there in our online sessions also. Okay, so now you guys can join those sessions because exams are, I think, more than 30 days are there for the exams. 30-day batches are starting in every week. Okay, you can contact in the numbers provided over here. You can contact in these numbers provided over here to join those batches. So we were discussing about the topic types of views. We can expect plenty of questions from this chapter, and it is easy. Easy means this is the easiest chapter which is happening in this particular exam. Okay, so if you have a basic idea, you can solve questions very easily in types of views. So top view, front view questions, and when giving a front view, you need to identify top view. Those kinds of questions you can expect in these chapters. And over here, next is mirror image and water image. Mirror image means actually the reflecting surface will be mirror, and mirror on right side questions may be coming. Okay, mirror on right side questions, and even sometimes mirror on left side questions will be coming. Okay, an object will be here, and that mirror will be placing like this. So this is generally called as mirror image question. In certain cases, reflecting surface, say mirror. Okay, reflecting surface, say mirror over here, and the object will be like this, or mirror will be like this. Okay, mirror on top or bottom. At that time, we will call it like water image, because rules of water image, if it is mirror or water, anything is at the bottom, the water image rules are applicable. Reflecting surface is mirror or water or a steel plate. It is not a matter for us. The rules of water image will be used. Okay, actually, I had already conducted one session on mirror images. In that case, I just mentioning about mirror on bottom also in between. Anyhow, we will be taking detailed session for water images later. So mirror images and water images. What are the expected type of questions? You will be provided with objects. Objects means some figures. Okay, some figures or drawings. You will be provided something like, what to say, over like this. These kinds of figures you can expect. Okay, these kinds of figures you can expect. And some questions may be having letters or alphabets. Alphabets, or the questions may be alphanumeric 2. Alphanumeric questions also you can expect. Okay, let me show you one alphanumeric question. I think in 2024, it has been happened. I think plenty of alphanumeric questions. This is an alphabet-based question. And let me see whether a numeric also. Okay, numbers were not included this time, but letters were there. Okay, mirror on right side, mirror on bottom. Every time, these letters has been a part. Okay, these letters has been a part. So alphabets related questions or alphanumeric questions. And we had discussed how to solve these questions, like shortcuts for solving this also we had discussed. Okay. So, hi Ghost. Okay, Kutus. Message from Kutus. Yeah, curiosity be in this week. We will be updating in the chat itself, Kutus. Okay. So over here, JD commented this time we had only mirror image questions. Yeah, majority of the questions were from mirror image. Okay, good. Okay, I was just looking into the live chats over here. So we were discussing about types of questions from mirror image, and similar types objects or figures will be coming for water images. That means mirror on bottom. Fine. Similarly for alphanumerics also, water image can be asked, and I think already has been asked alphabets for water image or mirror on bottom. So different types of questions you can expect. Two types, objects as well as alphabets you can expect in mirror images. Now series. Series is a single word which I had used for figure series questions. I hope everyone know what is figure series questions. Figure series questions means you will be provided with 3 or 4 figures. Okay, and you need to predict who will be coming next. How will you solve that? You will be finding a relation between these. Series questions, you need to find some relations. And you need to apply the relation on the last figure. Apply this relation on this last figure to get the exact right answer. That is one type of figure series questions. Okay. Second type. After the figure series, a similar one is odd one. Odd one also similar. There you will be provided with the 4 figures. Okay. You will be provided with a series including different topics. You can see here. So this time one question from figure series as well as one from odd one has been asked in the exam. Okay. So over here in odd one, there you could find 4 figures like this, and you need to find the relation. Okay. Relation, and one figure will be not syncing to that. Okay. One will be different. So there will be a common relation between all, but one will be different. Okay, that is coming under odd one type questions. Next is third one, that is analogies types questions or analogies. Okay, or analogies you can expect in the exam. So this time it didn't happen, but I think in the last year there was a question from analogy. So you will be provided with the 2 figures. Okay, figure 1 will be related to figure 2 in a certain manner. Similarly, you will be having figure 3, and you need to predict who will be coming in the position of figure 4, applying the relation over here. Okay, that is the analogy type questions. And next is fourth type, figure metrics. figure metrics. Figure metrics questions, you will be provided with a matrix like this. Okay. It is also having close resemblance with the figure series. You will be provided with columns there will be some relations. Okay. They will be having some relations. So over here. So who will be coming here? Okay. Actually, this is just for representation. I have done this in do's and zeros. So who will be coming here? That is the figure matrix. So this series is a very larger topic. So we will be discussing it in this. Considering this importance, we will be discussing in our upcoming sessions, and you can find those things in our playlist. So subscribe our channel for getting exact time notifications. When you're getting into the YouTube, you can find that, yeah, one video comes there. Or if you're clicking on the bell icon over there, you will be getting notifications also. Okay. So over here, figure series, odd one, analogies, and figure metrics are inside this topic of series. Okay. Series is a simple name. And there was, I think, 2 questions in 2024. And those 2 questions from figure series and odd one. 1 question from figure series and 1 question from odd one. And I'm assuming there will be a question in figure matrix in the next session. Okay. So I'm expecting a very different question from the first NATA. Sorry, first JEE. Okay. So I'm not expecting that. The second JEE will be in the exact same pattern of the first. There will be definitely differences. Okay. There will be definitely differences. And I will be presenting one analysis video, a statistical analytic video of 2023 JEE and 2024 first JEE. With the inferences from 2023 JEE first paper and second paper, we will be going to predict the 2024 second paper of JEE. Okay, so those kinds of prediction videos are going to come in upcoming days. So those who are need to take admissions and need to collect information regarding where we will be getting admissions, how much marks we record, all queries you can contact in these particular numbers. And you can WhatsApp them also for the annotated copies of these sessions. And it will be in our community too. Okay. So next is a very, very important topic, counting. What are coming under counting? First of all, cube counting. Okay, first of all, cube counting. What is cube counting? Let me show you one example. Yeah, these kinds of simple cube counting questions. Simply counting the cubes. Okay, we'll be asking. Simply counting cubes. And actually, it is having a shortcut, but for this particular simple figure, you don't want a shortcut. But for the complex figures, you need the shortcuts. We will be discussing that shortcuts in our upcoming sessions. And that first one, cube counting. Now comes the second one. Second one is counting of plain figures. Okay, counting of plain figures. Plain figures means there is counting of triangle counting. Plenty of techniques for counting triangles are there. And there was plenty of questions happened in the exam also. So triangles like drawn like this. Okay. So figures like this will be there in exam. What is the shortcut for solving this? All those things we will be discussing in those respective sessions. So figures like this. This is a 3-row system. What will happen if it is a 10-row? What technique we'll be using for the 10th row or 10-row systems? Okay, those things we need to discuss. Triangle and square related questions. Square related questions are there, like figures like this. How many squares? How many squares are here? These kinds of figures you can expect. How many squares? Okay, we will be discussing shortcut for these things. How many squares? How many rectangles? How many rectangles? Like this. A figure will be coming here. How many rectangles are over here? Okay. there will be questions. Similar figures will be giving, and you need to find how many rectangles in these kinds of complex figures. That we will be discussing in our counting plane figure sessions. Okay, so triangle counting, we need to dedicate one or two sessions for triangle counting. For square counting, there will be one session. For rectangle counting, there will be one session. Okay, so plenty of sessions. I think square and rectangle we will be taking together. Okay, anyhow, we need to spend a lot of time in counting these things. And if you guys are good with the techniques, within a seconds, you will be getting answer. Just simply looking into the options, you will be getting the answer. Plane figures, and after plane figures, and in cube counting plane figures, there will be coming the next one, surface counting. Surface counting means you will be provided with solid figures. Over here, let me see one question for surface counting. Okay, so these questions are for surface counting. You can find here a solid object will be like this. An isometric view will be given. You need to find how many surface over here. So we will be using VI method. That means visible, invisible method we are using. We will be discussing in the surface counting class. Okay, so surface counting sessions are there. So you can expect questions from this topic. But fortunately or unfortunately, there was no question from counting in JEE 2024 like session 1. JEE 2024 session 1, there was no question from counting. So that is why I'm expecting it for session 2. Okay, first session was giving priority to mirror image. Second session, I am expecting question from counting. Okay, shape formation. This is another important topic. In continuation to this particular surface counting, there is a topic called surface development. Okay, surface development. If you are good at surface counting, then you can easily solve the questions in surface development. So in say surface development means in our simple language, it is folding and unfolding. Folding and unfolding. Okay, this is the major topic which is happening in shape formation. Okay, that means folding, unfolding questions are, for example, let me see. One folding, unfolding question. So you have a solid figure like this. You have a solid 3D figure like this. You're going to unfold this. So how it will looks like? You have options. Okay. So how it will looks like? There is a shortcut for this. There is a shortcut. We will discuss a shortcut later. Because this session is not for discussing shortcuts or techniques. This is just to give an macroscopic view. Okay, before starting learning, we need to have a macroscopic view of the topics. Okay, so over here, let's move to the next topic over here in shape formation. That is cutting and folding. Cutting and folding, actually an application of the mirror images. Okay, so if you're good at mirror images, you can solve questions of cutting and folding very easily. So that cutting and folding is also important. Okay, so cutting and folding, I think this time also there was a question. Let me take it. So you just fold one paper like this, and you are going to make cuts like over here in the last figure. And then how it will looks like when you open that particular figure. Okay, that is cutting and folding. Hope you got an idea about cutting and folding. So that is shape formation. So these are the top 2 topics which is mainly asking from the shape formation questions: folding, unfolding, cutting and folding. And our batches are still there. You guys can join. Okay, so we had come across all the 5 important topics. That means we had a macroscopic view. We had a macroscopic view of the topics over here. So if you are good at these topics, whatever things happening in this exam, it will not affect you. Okay, if you are good at these 5 topics, good at these 5 topics, we will be covering these 5 topics in a detailed manner through 7 to 8 videos we will be doing. Okay, because counting is a lengthy topic, so we will be doing 1 or 2 videos on that particular topic. Other topics like 1 or 2 videos we will be doing. So I think 8 to 10 videos you can expect for this topic, maximum 10. I think it will not exceed 8, and we will be doing half of our videos in the upcoming days. So be clear with these topics. 100% marks. Okay, 100% of marks are sure if you are good at these topics. Unfortunately or fortunately, if a miscellaneous question comes, don't worry. That question will be easy for you guys, and you will be getting a confidence after solving these questions. And important things to note that time management and speed. Okay, actually, if 20 questions are from non-verbal, you guys need to solve it in 3 to 4 minutes. That's enough also. Okay, and you need to reserve the remaining time for solving questions in maths. Okay, so if you are solving 4 or 5 questions in maths additionally, it will be giving you an edge. Okay, you can take 10 or 15 minutes on a single question if you are saving plenty of time in non-verbal. So non-verbal, everyone can solve the questions, but you need to improve the speed. For that purpose, we are using techniques, unless there is no need of a technique. Okay, so that is why we will be discussing techniques in the upcoming sessions. So I think we could wind up for today. So those who haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe, like, share our videos. Thank you all. Good night.